you know, I mean, obviously that's a great organization. They'd been to a recent Super Bowl, but what's it been like just first year in and you're going to the big game already? Like, what's that? Did you expect that or what's that been like?
I mean, obviously, when I accepted the position, they had made the trade for Stafford, so obviously knew that they were going to make a run at it. And Coach McVay's pedigree for coaching, knew I was super fortunate. But you never go in expecting to kind of make the moonshot in year one. It's kind of been a running joke that I'm one of the most spoiled first year strength coaches ever, and I'm trying to be the most spoiled ever. So, but yeah, super fortunate, super grateful to be here.
What was the atmosphere like just walking in the door? Like, I mean, I'm sure there was a interview process and stuff like that, but like once you got the job, like, I mean, what was your role kind of for the team this year in your first year?
Yeah, so I mean, well-established performance processes here. From the strength and conditioning standpoint, Justin Lovett, being the director, had kind of laid the groundwork for his methodology, was able to be a part and plug in with that. And then also kind of a dual role with sports science. So Tyler Williams, who's an athletic trainer, but also the director of sports science here, had some systems in place, and I was able to contribute and help make an impact in both of those aspects. And super grateful walking in the door that there was the opportunity to do that. There were systems in place, but nobody had any ego about anything that was already established. It's all about best idea wins and kind of driving our performance forward for the team.
So obviously the success on the field, but early on, like where'd the whole Sean McVay lookalike thing start from? And like that's kind of how you got some national exposure right off the bat. Like who pointed that out to you and what did you think of that?
Uh, Thankfully, Coach has a great sense of humor about it, so I can have a great sense of humor about it. But Michael Brockers, who's now with the Lions, was here when I first got here, and I walked into the building, and from across the weight room yells, "Oh, you look just like McVay. We gotta work that out. You gotta have a bell on you, or wear some kind of different shirt or something." And and then that's kind of become the running joke going forward. And yeah, it's been funny, kind of uncanny, some of the shots from the sideline and things like that.
Yeah.
So
I talked to Coach Jans and Mario yesterday, and you and Nicole both were here for an extended period of time. It seemed like, would you say that it had to be a job like what you have for you to leave Las Cruces? I mean, it seemed like you were genuinely happy here, you had success here. Like, did it have to be that kind of a job for you to leave?
absolutely. I had a number of opportunities during my time at New Mexico State to kind of make a move. And every time that place had to come and beat New Mexico State. You weren't always just clamoring to get out of there. And yeah, athletics is a super competitive field, but with the success that we had there, with Nicole's family being there, with the ties to Las Cruces, it was a place where we certainly were happy. And it did take a place like the Rams organization for us to go and take that step. So super fortunate to have been somewhere like NMSU that allowed me to develop a skill set, but then also be around championship level coaches like Coach Jans, to really understand what it is to work in that type of organization.
Who do you who would you say, helped you? I mean, do you give a lot of credit to Coach Decker? Like I don't know what your who are
Absolutely.
your mentors or whatever?
Absolutely. I mean, Coach Decker is my one and only mentor as far as this business. I mean, I showed up to Las Cruces green and not knowing how to run a group on the floor, and he really helped me hone that skill set, and then provided avenues for me to develop other touch points to the training process, to develop a skill set in sports science, to work in bar velocity stuff, to really push a methodology forward that he had already established, and gave me the opportunity to do that. And I was talking to him after the game the other day, and I 100% would not be here without him. And Coach Martin gave me the opportunity with the Oak Ridge connection to come be a part of the staff, and really just kind of took a flyer on me when I had no experience. So certainly, I keep going back, but just fortunate to have the opportunities that I've had, and a lot of hard work's gone into making the most of those opportunities. But if somebody doesn't kind of take that first step for you, you don't really get the chance. So,
Has there been a like an awe moment for you this year at all? Like, I can't believe I'm doing this like at this level right now, coming from New Mexico State.
uh, yeah, it's AD said this the other day before the game to the team. It's nothing but a stage. It is, and that's what it is. I mean, and obviously this game is the biggest of all stages, but the job is the job, and the level and attention to detail. If you hold yourself to that high standard from the beginning, then you obviously have the capability to go do it at whatever level, whatever the stage is. So as far as that feeling, I just there's some feelings where you look around. I mean, SoFi on Sunday was unbelievable atmosphere, and you just kind of take a moment to breathe all that in, and you feel lucky. Even with all the hard work, you feel super fortunate to be where you are.
I think it's Coach Jan said that you and Nicole had turned into kind of family friends for them. I'm
Mhm.
sure you feel the same for some other folks that are still here.
Absolutely.
You went to San Diego State, the San Diego State game, I think, for football as well, or
Yeah. Yeah, we went and saw football at play San Diego State, and then we went down and saw Aggie basketball play Loyola.
so there's still that connection, I guess. You still kind of keep an eye on what they're doing here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I mean, still talk to players there and have good relationships. And I mean, those guys were Aggie basketball players were the first guys to send me all the Twitter memes of me on the sideline. So
Okay. Hey, Zach, I appreciate you doing this, man, and congratulations and good luck in a couple weeks.
thanks. I really appreciate it, Jason.
Thanks, Zach.